social media. I don't think it's good. I don't know. It bothers me, and it bothers a lot of people. I know that. But yet we're still obsessed with it. We, self-included, myself included. I'm talking on this to then put it out on social fucking media. Here's the negative parts that I see, other than like the obvious things of like being sold stuff all of the time, and like bullying. Obviously, that's not good. But the less obvious is like the way that we use it to manipulate each other. For example, Instagram or Facebook stories. You can see who looks at your shit. So it's a false sense of connection when you look through and you're like, oh, saw it. He, she saw it, they saw it. Looks at all my shit. Here's the other negative. When you're very I don't know about very insecure. I am selectively insecure about certain things. I'm not, say, insecure about the girth of my hair. Nope, no insecurity there. But my like worthiness and just being able to trust people. So like the fact that like someone that you interact with the most, Instagram and Facebook will tell you that person and so many others liked this photo when you're like looking at somebody else's shit. And when somebody that you're like attached to follows every single female in the entire world and likes all of their shit, but then like none of your shit, it's it bothers me. And if that's like not, if it didn't exist, then I wouldn't have this problem in my head. But then that's really not taking responsibility for me and my insecurity. Like, oh, I wouldn't have to be insecure if this thing didn't exist. Yeah, well, bitch, you are. You'd probably just find something else to be insecure about or like to prove. It's confirmation bias. I'm just looking all of the fucking time for things to prove me right. We talk about this daily. I'm talking about it because I'm working through it. And if I'm working through something, then somebody else has to be working through it as well. But like, I am looking for confirmation of all of the beliefs that I have about myself right now, and a majority of them are not good. Not good. But then there's like I'm working on the good parts, like remembering them, the ones that are real, but it's hard for me to tell what's real. I know, I don't know. I feel like that makes me sound like a crazy person that I don't know what reality is. It's just after so many years and experiences of what I thought was going to happen or assumed was going to happen or was happening or was told was happening, I've had like a lot of surprises in my life, and I am resentful. I wanted to talk about resentment today, but I don't think I can do it without being super specific, and I don't want to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You, meaning one, especially somebody like me. I'm not supposed to talk shit. But I want to. Because I have feelings, whether they're, feelings I should have or not. I feel how I feel. But a lot of how I feel could be my confirmation bias about the bad thoughts that I have about myself. Bad thoughts meaning not worthy, stupid, made the wrong decision. All of my decisions have been the wrong fucking decision. The wrong one. Like all of them. Is this just what happens when you turn 40? Or is this because I'm mentally ill? Or like if you were to look at my actual life from a, what's the word? Like a third party view. You were just like, look at my whole life. Like, would you be able to see like why I'm fucked up? I don't know. Social media, man. It's so, yeah, that false sense of connection. Oh, someone liked something or didn't like something, or they saw it or whatever. Some people are not enslaved to that. And it seems like a really fucking stupid thing to be a slave to. Things that are good about it. You do get to connect and like, you have that false sense of connection because you get to see what people choose to tell you that they're doing. And a lot of the things they choose to tell you are these nice, good, wonderful things. Like just now I was, I think it was Facebook, and oh God, my fucking arm. Oh, I found a spot. You know, like people, suggested friends, people I might know. And I was like, oh, look at, you're smiling. And oh, look at that lady has, you know, some guy that must be her significant other with his arm around her. And look how happy they look. Look how happy they look. Yeah, that's why it's their profile picture. We put all the good things out. You know, this is certainly not the first you're hearing of this, but this is just what I want to talk about. Certainly what we put out typically is crowd pleasers, you know? Especially if you're somebody who is, what's the word? You know, looking for approval and acceptance. You only put out good shit. And it's like intentional. What about those girls? Maybe, probably guys too, are like, everything is a fucking secret, but you're also like a huge social media personality, and not really. It's really shallow. It's really fucking shallow. I want it to be used for something good. I actually just don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like, I turned off my... Here's the thing you can do if you're someone like me who has anxiety. About social interactions, and especially about like timing of things. If you're like, oh, it's been this many minutes, and you're like doing math all the fucking time, that's how I know my shit's fucked up today. You can, when you turn, there's a setting on Facebook and other one, Instagram, where you can like turn off your active status, and when you turn that off, you can't see anyone else's active status. And it's not, I don't care if people know that I'm active. I don't want to know. I don't want to know that you are actively on this and not answering me. I don't want to know. So I turn that off to save myself. Same thing with like location sharing. Do not share your location with me. I don't want to know. Because I want to know so bad that I'll look all the time. Why am I telling on myself like this? I don't know. It's what I feel like fucking talking about. I'm in like not great. It's fine. It'll be fine. I just, you know, processing some shit. Always processing something. And it's helpful to remember that. Like, whatever it is that's bothering me right now, next year it will be a different problem. I'm just always gonna have a fucking problem. It's real. It's realistic. Maybe not always, constantly, every moment of every fucking day, but